this is Marvin Burwell, and this video today I'm bringing you is about iron, and let's jump right in. So we know that every human body has blood inside of it, right? The red blood is made up of red blood cells. The red blood cells have a particular shape in order so that it can hold on to iron, which is what we're talking about. But there's something special about iron. It's magnetic in its nature. So iron has the ability to attract something. Attract what? Electrons. Any electrons that are moving is called electricity. Now, since we know we have blood, and the blood is holding on to iron, and the iron is attracting electrons, and blood has to be pumped around the body, that's giving us electricity in our body. Now, where are we getting the electrons from? That's where the oxygen comes in. We're breathing in oxygen. It's connecting to the iron that's inside the blood. The electrons in the oxygen start moving, that creates electricity. And electricity is giving us energy, or the power to be able to move and do work. I'm doing work right now because I'm moving my body parts. This is what work is, and work is powered by the electricity coming from the electrons in oxygen attached to the iron because it's attracted and inside of the red blood cell. Hence, having iron in our blood allows us to have oxygen going to our system, and since it's moving, it's producing power or electricity. We also have emotions, right? Or electronic motion, or energy in motion, because we need energy, and we can't get energy if we don't have iron, if we don't have oxygen, and if we don't have both being carried around by the blood that's being pumped around the body. You get it. We have energy because electricity is being moved around our body, because we have electrons flowing within, because of the iron we have attracting electrons from oxygen, and it's inside the blood. So now that we got that part, where do we get our iron from? We get it from our diet. We eat foods like dandelion green, right? That's a slice of, or a piece of dandelion green. They used to call it poke salad. You can put these in salads, right? But it's high in iron. It has a bitter taste. Usually vegetables or things that are bitter in taste have a high mineral content inside of them. So that's a very good thing. So try some dandelion. There's different ways to make it, but by getting that in your diet, you're helping out your iron levels by getting that, right? What are some ways that we lose our iron? Well, iron is attached to oxygen and to the red blood cells. So if we're bleeding, we're losing red blood cells because it's being poured out of our body. So we know we're losing iron, and we're losing the ability to capture oxygen because we don't have as much blood. So we know that any form of bleeding can be an issue. Accidents, menstrual cycles, things like that, right? Diseases like malaria, which is it's a disease that people get, and malaria, or bad air disease. We know that that's a case where the remember I was talking about the shape of the red blood cell. Well, what happens is in malaria is that red blood cell gets hijacked and the shape changes. And when the shape changes, it starts getting utilized for other things besides what your body needs it for. So you can see that could be pretty dangerous, okay? Now, in cases like, let's say, anemia, like a sickle cell anemia, in sickle cell anemia, the disease or the virus that attaches in malaria to your red blood cell and changes the shape, the sickling shape of your red blood cell keeps it from doing that, which is why people look at malaria as kind of a weak against a sickled blood cell. But the problem with a sickled blood cell is it doesn't have the proper shape to carry oxygen like it should. So it also makes you weaker. So it's not really a good thing either way. It's just that one thing prevents another, but it also has another problem attached to it, okay? Air intake or quality. Obviously, if we're in a situation where they call it hypoxia, which is a case where you're not getting enough oxygen into your tissues or into your body, you're low on oxygen, can be an issue. Or air quality, you know, like smoke, like really bad toxic smoke. You're breathing that in, it's not allowing you to take in proper oxygen. That could be a problem, right? So these are things that could affect your body in terms of its energy, and what if it's affecting blood or iron or oxygen, it can be affecting your energy too. Just so you also know, a part of the system that allow these things to happen are your B vitamins. So understand, especially B12, very attached to your ability to have energy. What's the big important summary about iron? Iron gives us the ability to hold on to the oxygen amount that we need for our body type to perform the work we need to perform. If we don't have proper iron, it's impossible to carry the proper amount of oxygen in order to oxygenate your system, right? And if you're not doing that, you're not going to have the energy because you're not drawing in enough electrons for the type of body you have to do the work that you need to do. Okay, that's why having low iron gives you fatigue issues. Okay, pregnancy. Your iron levels can suffer during pregnancy because for women, they need to understand that the child rules the pregnancy. If you have low iron levels in your body and the child needs iron, the child is going to be able to take that iron for the child to be able to survive over the mother because the child is of utmost importance when it comes to the pregnancy. Okay, so guys, in a nutshell, there you have it, iron, the importance of it and the things connected to it. And there's always more details. If you guys need to ask questions about anything you think is missing, just let me know. There's plenty more to share about iron, but that's the basics of the entire thing. Yeah, there you have it. I'll catch you in the next one.